Mike Moore Media.
I'm talking to Summer Woodard, Reidsville City Manager. Summer, hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
All is good, and we've had a busy year in Reidsville, and next year, oh my goodness, it's going to be an exciting year, isn't it, for the city of Reidsville?
It is. We are so excited because, as many of our listeners are aware, it is our kickoff to our Sesquicentennial event, which, for those who are wondering what that word is, as I was when I first came here, it is the 150th celebration for the city of Reidsville since our inception. And it is interesting. I've got just a couple of fun facts I wanted to share. The city of Reidsville is actually incorporated by the state legislature on December 22nd, 1873. So as we start into 2023, we're going to kick off some events to celebrate our 150th anniversary. And the first event we have, if everyone will mark their calendars, is going to be Saturday, January the 7th at 2 p.m., and it's the unveiling of our Sesquicentennial Clock Tower. The clock tower will be at the corner of Scales and William Street. The clock has been designed by Verdon Clock Company, and the tower will be located across from Fire Station Number 1 on South Scales Street. The tower in the 9/11 Memorial at the fire station will serve as a wonderful gateway to our downtown district. So we'd like to invite all of our listeners to mark your calendars for our kickoff event for our 150th celebration, Saturday, January the 7th at 2 p.m. at the corner of Scales and William Street.
I've just put it on my calendar. Oh, what a great way to start the year-long celebration, too.
Yes, it's a great kickoff event.
Okay. Well, we've got that coming up then on January 7th. What's next?
So also in January, if our listeners will mark your calendar, one of the things we're going to be doing this month for January, it's already here, believe it or not, is going to be our Wastewater Treatment Plant open house. So that is located at 407 Broad Street, and our wastewater plant facility is really interesting. We'd invite you to come and take a tour and learn how the city processes over 2.4 million gallons of raw sewage every day.
Wow.
We'll have tours available that our plant employees will be giving. You can learn about the impact of disposing of fats, oils, and greases, also known as the fog system, into our sewer system, and how stormwater runoff can impact operations as well as our environment. So that is one thing. Also, is January 21st from 1 to 3 p.m. on a Saturday, our wastewater treatment plant open house. And our listeners can keep track of all of our fun events. We have free calendars here at City Hall. So please stop by City Hall and pick up a free calendar. And in the calendar, it describes each month what events will be taking place.
I need one of those. What a great tool to carry us through the year.
Yes, and I will get you one. But yes, all of our listeners, they are free. Just stop by City Hall and pick one up, and that way you can keep up with all the events. It will also be a really cool souvenir for you to have for years to come to reflect back on how the city of Reidsville, we celebrated our 150th anniversary.
That's exactly right. Before you go any further, Summer, what you're talking about there, the wastewater treatment plant tours on January 21st, that's something, what an opportunity that is, that we don't think about things like that, but here's an opportunity to see how that works and on a daily basis and what makes that happen. That's a great idea.
That is such a great point, because I think a lot of times, we take for granted that when we go to turn our water on or flush our toilet, that it flushes or our water comes on. We take that for granted, and we don't realize the chemistry and the manpower that it takes to make all those things happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the people behind that, they're skilled in making sure that everything is exactly as it should be, and not only locally here, your standards and quality and all of that, but there's some real stringent state guidelines on that too, aren't there?
There are so many state guidelines and requirements and daily and hourly testing that I think our public would be fascinated to learn more about. So definitely hope those listeners can make that open house, because it is definitely a great takeaway into some of the operations of our city.
Yeah, okay. Again, that's January 21st. Okay. All righty. Some other things you need to mention, Summer?
Still on track for our streetscape. We're getting through with that. We're still on a targeted completion date of March 2023. So still moving through our streetscape project. Our public works employees have done a tremendous job. The majority of that work has been done in-house, so they have done a fantastic job. Both our all-inclusive park is on schedule to be completed this spring, and then also our splash pad is right now on schedule to be completed late spring, early summer. So we've got lots of big projects that are on the horizon for 2023, and we're excited to kick that off next week.
I tell you, this is exciting just to hear you talk about all of the good things as you celebrate your sesquicentennial in Reidsville, 150 years, and it's going to be a wonderful year, it sounds like.
It will, and we want all of our listeners to participate. Like I said, please get down to City Hall, get your free calendars so you can be involved. We are also selling Christmas ornaments. I know the Christmas season is still almost passing, but you can have them for next year or for a keepsake. But we do have our 150th ornaments, anniversary ornaments for sale for $12 each here at City Hall. So if you're wanting an ornament, don't hesitate to come on down. We have those for sale here at City Hall for $12 as well, and you can pick up that free calendar.
Oh, that's great. I'll just happen to be in Reidsville tomorrow afternoon. That's on my schedule, so I will pop by your City Hall offices and check on some things with you.
Come on by. I'd appreciate that.
Okay, thank you, Summer. I appreciate your kind of a year-end review and looking at things coming up in 2023. Good things happening in Reidsville. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you and with our listeners in 2023.
You bet. All right, talk to you next month. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Summer Woodard is Reidsville City Manager. Hope you were listening closely to just a few of the activities coming up in January as the city of Reidsville celebrates their sesquicentennial, their 150th anniversary. This is exciting for residents and for businesses and everyone involved with Team Reidsville. And I always like to remind you, support our Reidsville businesses. Shop local. And a good way to find out what's happening in Reidsville is the website riseup.reidsville.com. I wanted to mention our sponsors on today's program. Let's start with the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center. Diane Sawyer, the president of the Reidsville Chamber, and her team, always busy, always making things happen in Reidsville with so many events and activities. And you can find out more about what they're doing on the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce Facebook page and their website. And their office is located right downtown on the corner there at 140 South Scales Street. So check out upcoming events with the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce. Mike Moore Media will be working a little bit closer with Reidsville Chamber of Commerce in the coming year, so I'm excited about that. And then we have Strader's Shoe Store in Penrose Mall in Reidsville. Strader's Shoe Store has been a fixture there for many, many, many years and generations, as a matter of fact. And right now, they're having a holiday sale. Buy one pair of regular price shoes and get a second pair of equal or lesser value for half price. How about that? And that's through this Saturday at Strader's Shoe Store in Penrose Mall.